Hi, my friends. Happy to meet you again today. Something happened recently, and I just thought to share a tip. But this is especially for educators like myself. So, last time I was having this serious headache, but it was always coming with a tweak like Kim, Kim, Kim. Yeah, that kind of sound. And I told myself that this time I was going to do something differently. And true to those words, I was very careful this time not to let that happen anymore. And how did I do that? I reduced my stress. I didn't let both pressure from parents, from school's expectation, or my own expectation get so much to me. And I was intentional about taking fruits regularly, even if just orange. But I was intentional to take it regularly and water and to try to sleep on time. But the sleeping on time part, I wouldn't say that I was completely sleep or that I was sleeping on time often or regularly or every time. Let me use that word. But to the best of my ability, I try to go to bed on time. Now, this term, because as an educator, you also have friends who are also educators, and I've noticed that some of my friends have been having some breakdown and all of that. So we've been encouraging each other, but I just thought to share with other educators out there who may also be facing the same thing. One thought said, what's the point? We're almost at the end of the term. Why not just let it go? But I want to believe that most schools have started their exams, and examination periods are another period where teachers could go through so much stress. So I said, okay, it's still the right time to share. Now, please, educators, try to manage your stress. Try to reduce your pressure. I know there's a lot of pressure. If you're not an educator, you would not really understand the pressure that educators, especially classroom educators, work under. You have expectations from the parents. Oh, my child is not writing when others are writing. My child is not writing up to 1,000. Hey, his mates are writing up to 1,000. Still on you. And how old is this child? You're talking about 3 years, 4 years. And the pressure, oh, it's not getting to 1,000 is there. My child has not started reading. These pressures are there. And because you want to please parents, you want to see how you can keep pushing this child to get there. It's the reason why sometimes you see videos of a teacher, bing, you hit the child's head on the wall. I'm not saying it's right, but let's remember that these things sometimes happen because of the pressure that teachers are working under. But if you're able to manage yourself very well and reduce your stress and learn to work without that pressure, so much pressure on you, you'd be able to save yourself a lot. You save yourself the risk of being arrested for abusing a child physically. You save your own self the stress of having to visit the hospital regularly because you're breaking down because of stress. So what are some of the tips you can, or some of the things you can do to help reduce this stress? Relax. Take a deep breath. Drink your water. Understand that what will happen will happen. You can only control as much as you can control. These children are humans. It's how you would revise with the child and revise and you feel you've done it all. And the child goes to the exam and does something different. You can't kill yourself. So long as you know you've given your best, let it be. And when people come with this expectation, my child is, try to remind them that their children or their child is on a journey. The child will get there. And you too, understand that that child is on a journey. You don't just expect a child to start from here, boom, to the top. No. Appreciate the progress. Take account of the progress each child is making. Since this child came into my class, has this child improved? Or is this child still on that particular place where he or she was when the child came into my class? If there's an improvement, take it. You're doing good. You're doing great. But when you just expect a child who doesn't even know how to write one to be able to write 100, 1,000, what kind of magic? Are you a magician? And that makes you mount unnecessary pressure on yourself, and before you know it, you're transferring it to the child. Every little thing, bing, you want to hit. No. Because when something happens, you're the one who goes in for it. Not the parents, not the school, but you. And at that point, nobody sees that pressure you're working under. They just see what you did, your reaction. So take your time. Calm down. Focus more on the progress a child is making, not just on the result or where you want that child to be. Every learner is learning at his or her own pace. One thing I do in my class is my learners are different. Now, based on their difference in their level of understanding or their abilities, I have different goals for them. I do not expect a learner who could not even write one to be able to write up to 100 or to 50 in the first term. No. But that learner who couldn't write even one, can that learner now write up to 20, up to 30? If that learner can, my dear, I have done something for that term. If you don't tell me that, I will tell myself that. So when we learn to reduce this unnecessary pressure mounted on us, or the ones we mount on ourselves, will help to keep ourselves strong and reduce that stress. How often do you take fruits? As an educator, you're doing a lot of brain work, a lot of it. So you also need to stay healthy to be able to give your best to these learners. Even if it is orange, buy. 3 times a week, 2 times a week, buy it and take. Vegetable, take them. I'm talking about the leaf, the pumpkin leaf. Yes, you can just buy it and just boil it. There's a way you prepare it and take it. It will do you a lot of good. And when this person is coming, oh, why is my child this? Why is my child not this? Don't listen to that. Rather, you let them understand the progress that child has made and remind them that that child is on a journey. The child will get there. But don't let that unnecessary pressure get to you. Because when you break down, you're the one breaking down. When that pressure makes you to do what you're not supposed to do, you're the one who goes in for it. So learn to calm down. Learn to prioritize your health. Learn to have a me time. Rest, sleep, dance, watch movies, just relax. And you would realize that those unnecessary pressures, this too much breaking down, you won't really experience that anymore. You want to give your best to these learners, but you can't do that when you're breaking down all the time. So in as much as you're putting your learners first, you put yourself first. Because how would they learn if you're breaking down? Your family needs you. Your learners need you. You need yourself to stay healthy to be able to achieve your goal. So this is a charge. This week, as you resume work, please learn to reduce that stress. Yes, your learners, you want to prepare them for exams and all of that. My dear, don't kill yourself while trying to do that. Who will make you proud will make you proud. Who will make you proud will make you proud. The persons who would still give you, you will still have those things. There are some learners who won't even give you their best this term. There are some learners who even improve third term. When others are preparing to leave the class, that's when you see this one's coming up. So why kill yourself for something you can't control? Give each learner your best and leave the rest. You're not God. You're not a magician. At the end of the day, you're human just like these learners. So don't try to play God or you will break down. What have I said today? Drink lots of water. Take enough time to rest. Okay, maybe your own personal activities will not allow you to take enough time, but try to have rest often as possible. Try to rest. Take fruits. Fruits are expensive. You will see orange. Banana, at least there's still the one for 500. You can still buy it. And other fruits and vegetables that might be available in your location or your area. But just try to pay attention to your health. Your learners need you strong and healthy. they don't need you sick. Till I see you again, bye.